We're not on location.
We are not. But we do have baseball cards. Hey.
And to be clear, of our faces.
Of our faces. And a collectible 77 flavors starts right now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago, so I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
You know what I decided?
What's up?
I decided I hate how I say amazing food.
So we got to redo that?
Every time I hear it, I'm like...
Disgusting.
Well, I wasn't going to go that far.
My bad.
Amazing food. It doesn't even sound like me.
I mean, it don't sound bad.
It's the professional version of myself.
Yeah, not the ratchet you.
Wow.
Not the ratchet.
No, I'm multifaceted.
Hey, okay.
You know?
Multifaceted.
Like an onion, baby.
Layers to this. It's layers to this.
You know it.
Dario.
You know what I learned today?
Damn, we don't
can
care about
you. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Dario.
Introduce yourself. I'm Sarah.
Okay, cool. Y'all know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
77 Flavors of Chicago, the greatest podcast in all the land. Hey. All right, I ain't got the horn ready. As you were saying.
As I was saying, I learned a fun fact today.
What'd you learn?
Did you know who is credited to be the first person to introduce the pros and cons list?
Oh, that's a good one. I would not even know who to say.
So I'm about to blow your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
In 1772.
1772?
Yeah, year of our Lord. Okay. There's multiple calendars out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Ben Franklin.
Stop it.
Wrote a letter to
1772. God.
To Joseph Presley, breaking down how he makes decisions. And he said that his pros... This is how he does it, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, personally, I've been doing it wrong because I'm not doing it the way he's been doing it. So, he lays out he takes a piece of paper, preferably an A4. It wasn't called an A4.
What's an A4?
You don't know what an A4 is?
No.
This is like a standard size of like a printer paper.
Really?
It's called an A4, yeah.
I swear I was today years old.
What?
I didn't know that. I thought it was 7.5 by 11.
Well, not the whole world doesn't run by inches, so.
Hey.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Anyway, he takes a standard size paper, splits it in half, does pros and cons. Okay, I don't know if he named them pros and cons, but his intention was like pros and cons, right? Mm-hmm. And he makes a list over 3 to 4 days if he's trying to make a decision.
Okay, all right.
He was important man.
Yeah.
And then he will think of, like, let's say, should I eat an apple or should I eat a chocolate bar? So he'll be like, apple has a lot of nutrients. Chocolate bar tastes great. In his mind, if these two things are equal in value, he will strike them out until at the end he sees what is he left more of, pros or cons. So it's kind of like a mathematical equation.
Damn. He did all that just to decide
cons.
if he liked apple or if he wanted chocolate.
No, I'm just giving you a simple example.
You said you idiot. Like, this is just an example.
No, I don't think you're an idiot.
I mean, you think about. Thank you. Think about if we really took that much time to decide on certain things. Should I go out or should I stay in? What's the benefits of going out?
He was making much more important decisions.
Right. Well, I mean, it's 2022. We done lessened ourselves. Everything has been invented already, so we good.
No, that's not true at all.
I'm just joking. There's still some smart people out there.
It's a pretty dark episode. Starting it off with, it is hopeless out there. Don't try, because everything's been done already.
Shit, well, we started this damn podcast out in the 18th century. Shit.
I think so.
Wait,
I feel like it's been...
Is that...
No,
that's the
21st.
No. This is the 21st century.
Correct.
The 90s, 1900s was the 20th.
Correct.
18th was the...
What are you trying to figure out?
The century that he did this.
18th century. 1772 is the 18th century, yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yes.
I bet.
It's always, the century is always like 1 year
one year
more
cool.
than...
You know what I was trying to get at. I know the people out there feel me. Y'all didn't think about it. Took y'all a second too to do this math backwards. Shit. Act like I'm the only one that didn't know.
I mean, we don't know. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it did.
We know the 1700s was the 18th century. Anyway, let's talk about these little our business card, aka trading card. They are dope. The pictures on the.
So I've decided that Dario should not have access to adult money.
What you mean? This is fun. This is dope. Y'all wait till you understand how we use this.
No, it is dope. It's very dope.
I love adult money. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can eat ice cream for lunch.
You know, breakfast too. Shit.
Yeah.
But y'all, this is gonna be fun. We got a good game plan with this.
Yeah.
Just so that we could bring some more
interactiveness.
Interactivity. There you go.
There we go.
Interactiveness.
Interactivity.
Is that a word? Interactiveness.
Interactiveness is definitely not a word.
I don't know.
Interactivity or interactiveness?
I think it's interactivity.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, we trying to make y'all fuck
More
with us more.
Well, no, it's not about interacting with us. It's about interacting with the
city.
more.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna interact with the city more.
We're still working out the kinks of the program. I don't want to call it a program.
Yeah, it's not a program.
That sounds very
it's just
boring.
it's
but
just
it's
fun.
really fun. So, can I give like the outline? I'm not going to give too many details. Okay, so Dario did a little clickety clack on his keyboard and found out that
beep, beep.
You can order these actually like from Tops, right?
Yeah, from Tops.
From Tops. And you can check them on our Instagram. They are baseball cards. We even have the little baseball card holding mechanism. And our goal is that every week, every episode that you listen to on Tuesday, we will hide the cards, a bunch of them, around the community area that we visit. And they will be attached to high value gifts.
High value. I like that.
And the intention is to get you to go out and like explore the community and kind of look for the card. And maybe you'll find like a restaurant gift card that you can go and eat. Maybe you'll find some cash. Maybe you'll find, I don't know, a little fun fact.
Yeah,
maybe,
So it's gonna be some fun. They're gonna be fun facts about eventually.
Oh yeah, all of them will have like city facts on them as well.
Well, they're not the first three.
Right. Well,
not these first three.
Maybe
these
we'll
first
add
three.
like a little flashcard in there.
Just a note card.
We'll tear out your notes from that episode and just fold them up and put them in there.
No, these are classics. This is gonna go in the Smithsonian at some point. Trust me. You see what's this leather bound book here?
I know.
Anyway,
it's pretty cute.
Y'all, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
We think so.
Yeah, we think it's gonna be fun. It's just something.
Hopefully you also think so.
Yeah, right. Hopefully, if you like it, let us know. If you don't, please don't. Just let us have our fun.
Yeah.
All right.
If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, tell us how you would prefer it to be. Like
Well, give us some ideas. Help us form
How
this.
would you participate in this? Because this is something we would like to participate in if it existed.
Yeah, shit.
So,
I mean, look, this is dope.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. We you know what, y'all? We ate a lot.
We did eat.
We ate a lot, and
Dario took a nap.
Man, look, your boy had to pull up on the bed as soon as I got in the crib. Look, we not on location, but we was on location, and we were in West Ridge. And you ready to kick it off? You ready to start talking about this?
Yep.
Let's get it ready, y'all. Let's get it ready. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get ready together, y'all.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, you about to get learned.
You gonna get taught.
You about to get taught up in here. We ain't playing no games. Yes, we are in West Ridge Community Area number 2 here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is here in Chicago.
Do you remember what community area was number 1?
Yeah.
You said yes. I did the research.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to spoil that, but. I mean, they can look it up. It's on the goddamn internet.
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah, Rogers Park. Anyway, we are in West Ridge, and let's kick it off. This one has got some pretty fun stuff to it, by the way. Probably of all the ones so far, I don't know why I had fun researching this one. This was pretty dope. Anyway, I hope y'all have as much fun as listening as I did researching. But the boundaries are to the north, Howard Street, to the south, Peterson and Bryn Mawr. East, I'm just gonna go by. I'm gonna go right back. To the east is Ridge Avenue, significant. We'll get to that in a second. And then to the west, Kedzie and / North Shore Channel. Fun fact about that. It was created, and the North Shore Channel was created in 1910 as a drainage from Evanston to the Chicago River North branch. So, fun fact about
my brain can't imagine where that is.
So we right now, if we're in West Ridge, we are up north, obviously, but slightly to the west of Evanston. Okay, slightly to the west of Evanston, which is even more further north.
I'm talking about that part of the river. Channel.
Yeah, it's way up there. It's up there. That's all I know. So that's that. So let's get into the history. So I'm gonna start out a little bit differently than I normally do, just out of order, because I think it's more interesting stuff about this. But anyway, it was annexed. West Ridge was annexed to the city in April 4th of 1893, and it was originally called Ridgeville from 1850 to 1878. Okay,
that was 100 years before I was born.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane that life was going on.
I know. How dare they?
Having fun without us. All right, so here's how West Ridge got its name. It's got its name from the street. Easy enough. Ridge Avenue. Okay.
Was it like a New Yorkan name?
No. Well,
Ridge Avenue?
No. Check this out. This is where West Ridge's story.
What is that?
Yeah. Look, I tried to slide right by West Ridge.
West Ridge's
West Ridge.
Apostrophe S.
Yes. Yeah. Ridge's like the chips. Anyway, it was once a part of Rogers Park. Yeah, it was once a part of Rogers Park. You want to know how they broke up? How it became its own?
They cheated?
Yeah, pretty much. They split up over a dispute about the formation of Indian Boundary Park, which was formed in 1890. Let me tell you about Indian Boundary Park. It's named after a territorial agreement established by the Treaty of 1816 between the Potawatomi and the United States government. Basically, long story short, y'all, they said, hey, we still gonna give the land. Y'all fought for it. Here's your plot of land. Yada yada yada. So that's how the land got there. They named it after.
Wait, who's gonna give who the land?
The United States gave it to Potawatomi.
Okay, you said we gonna give you this land. You fought for it. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, right. I mean, like you fought for it. I don't know what what I'm talking about. But that's how that land got established. And fun fact, the road Ridge Avenue, if you remember back to the Lincoln Park episode, we were talking about the street. This was also once part of Green Bay Trail. Green Bay Trail ran all the way from here, all the way up to through
fuck the Packers. That's right.
Exactly. Ran all the way up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But back to this dispute. This split, right? A politician to the east, of Ridge Avenue, called the farmers to the west of Ridge Avenue, cabbage heads, because they were beefing over the land and who should get the land. Not even joking, y'all.
Cabbage heads.
Yes, they were called them cabbage heads.
How's that an insult? Is that like a time?
Back in the day, your mama jokes weren't formed. Yeah, they didn't have your mama jokes. They were just, you old cabbage head having ass.
Having ass.
Here's the crazy part.
Okay.
It's actually called the Cabbage Wars.
No, it's not.
Y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying. The cabbage heads won the war. I'm not even quote unquote war. They won the dispute.
The argument.
They won the argument, and they took the land and they renamed themselves West Ridge. West Ridge. So
I just looked up what cabbage head means. It just means a stupid person.
Yes, I would deduce that. But it's funny. That's how West Ridge became West Ridge. Now, here's some more.
Because they fought with East Ridge.
Yeah, I don't think there. East Ridge is Rogers Park. So here's some fun fact about the Indian Boundary Park, right? And about the district, the park district. So the Ridge Avenue Park District was the first neighborhood park commissions established after 1896 to serve the most recent annexations. Okay. I'm going to break this down for you in a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to break it down. Chicago's original three park districts served the Chicago city limits prior to 1869. So now, here's what that means. The Ridge Avenue Park District was the first park district commissions established after the annexation, all the annexations of the prior Chicago city limits. So anything after like that 1889 annexation and after, this was the first park district, and they were the first park districts under the new Chicago to serve the most recent annexations. It was illegal. They couldn't, the old Chicago, the original three, didn't serve the new annexations. They were only able to serve the annexations as of 1869. Pretty damn interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
It's pretty interesting. Here's another fun fact. The Indian Boundary Park once had a small zoo in it. So if you go to Indian Boundary Park, you'll see there's a logo.
That's the actual name of the park.
Yes. Indian Boundary Park, they have a bear walking on the logo. And a lot of people are like, why is the bear walking there? Well, that was to symbolize that once was a zoo. Yeah, so a zoo in the logo. Pretty cool, wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Yeah, I think that's why I was like, this is kind of fun, like to hear how that started. It literally started over a beef. Like, that is out of control to me.
I can't believe you call them cabbage heads.
Man, look, I think back in the day I would have been so offended. You call me a cabbage head?
To be fair, I think you would be offended if anyone called you
anything. Yeah, shit. Back in them days, as long as you didn't call me that magical word, boy, I would have been okay with anything. Cabbage head, mild. I would have came back with you old carrot nose looking.
Carrot nose.
Hey, look, if we calling out vegetables, shit, here we go.
Yeah,
let's just keep it going.
Cauliflower hair.
Cauliflower hair, having as Anyway, let's talk about the neighborhoods real quick, because this is even kind of cool. And the population first is pretty dense. In 2020's population, according to the census there, 77,000 people lived in the area.
I feel like it's not large enough.
Yeah.
I think that there would be 77,000 people.
Very dense. Very, very dense. And we drove through it, and every time we always drive through it, parking is a pain in the ass over there.
Yeah.
Bike if you can, because it's
or
it's
take the
rough.
train.
Or take the train, public transportation, something, because it's rough over around that part. In 2019 demographic, it was 40% white, 23% Asian, 19% Hispanic, and 12% black. And here's some highlights of the neighborhoods. Okay, the Golden Ghetto was named for the thriving Jewish community from the 1930s to the mid 1970s. At one point, they peaked over 47,000 in the 60s. The Jewish community, that is,
in that area.
In that area. And many came around the area. Came to the area around the time of the World War II, so to obviously escape the war. So that's why they came there. And a lot of them moved to the suburbs as time went on, 70s and after. A lot of the Jewish population community moved to the surrounding suburbs. We're damn near in the suburbs, right? Yeah. That's damn near the suburbs.
Very close to the suburbs.
Very close to the suburbs there. Rogers Park Manor Bungalow Historic District, which is very historic. Here's why. It includes Chicago loves bungalows, by the way. Let me just preface that. And it's bungalows in the title of this one. It includes 329 buildings in that part of West Ridge. 247 of those buildings are bungalows built in the 1920s.
That's crazy.
Yes. And November 15th, 2005, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places here.
Wow.
Yeah. So that just shows you how much Chicago loves our bungalows, boy.
That's crazy.
We love bungalows. Doesn't stop there. Towman West Ridge Bungalow Historic District, same story. 272 buildings, and of those, 181 are bungalows, brick and stucco, built from 1919 to the 1930s. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting how many bungalows are in that part of town. And then, of course, we know the Bungalow Belt. That's our thing over there, you know?
Yeah.
One more bit of information, y'all, when it comes to that area. If you ever been here to that part of town, you know, you come to Devon Street or Devon Street. How do you say it?
Depends on who I'm around.
Okay. Around me. What do you say?
I say Devon, Devon.
Okay.
That's how I usually say Devon, Devon, however you want to. I used to get the correct pronunciation of streets from being on public transportation.
Yeah.
But since I got a car and I don't take public transportation as much,
Since you came up, you got bread now. You good.
It's not really a come up. It's a Honda Civic. So
hey, it's a come up. It's a car. So reason why I asked that question, because I got some clarification. Y'all, how do y'all say it? You know, how do you say Devon or Devon Street? I say Devon Street because of, you know, and this is just me, because of the population over there and who is over there, the demographic. It is often called Little India, and it's home to Indian and Pakistani communities. So, you know, to me, you know, being naive as I am, you know, I'd be like, it's Devon. Let me add some flair to it, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I don't even know how to respond to that.
You know, I don't look. I'm just being honest.
I see.
You see where I'm going, where my head is at. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna get to it and tell you how. It's pretty. It blew my mind. I didn't know this. The Indian section of Devon Street is nicknamed Gandhi Marge, I believe, Marge. So that's the Indian section of the avenue, and Pakistani section of the avenue is called Jinnah Road.
Okay.
Okay. So they break up the street. You can see it's very cultural down there. I mean, you can clearly see what's going on that avenue, right? It's avenue, not street. I know I keep saying street.
Yeah.
But Devon Avenue was named by early settlers that came from Devonshire, England.
Oh, wow. So it's Devon Street.
So it's Devon Street, y'all. It is Devon Street.
There you go.
It is not Devon.
That's actually really good to know.
Right? I swear, everybody I've ever known has always called it Devon Street. I've never
Maybe it's Devonshire. No, it's
yeah, it's definitely Devonshire. So, but
that's interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a nice little noise there.
Yes, I'm gonna start doing that every time I wrap up.
Let's not.
Y'all, what you think? What you think about that? I think it was a lot of fun information there.
I agree.
Just to sum it up, though, it's one of Chicago's more well-off neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's very
communities.
close to like Evanston and Skokie.
Yeah, it's the culture over there is strong as ever. You know what I mean? Very strong.
Yeah.
And you could tell that they take pride in that area. It gets busy over there, y'all. It gets very busy.
Does.
I mean, I'm not joking about that transportation.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Ooh, Lord.
Because there's a lot of like shops and a lot of like restaurants.
We went over there and shopped. You know, I got my
We did.
Yeah, my scarves over there.
Yep.
Yeah, what are they called?
The hatta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the traditional Palestinian scarf.
Yeah. I got it right over there. They got a lot of cool stuff over there, actually.
They really do. And here's an insider tip. If you're ever looking for, obviously, ingredients that you can't find at your local grocery store, you will find so many different like convenience stores and grocery stores there that will sell these kind of like ingredients that you might not find everywhere. Mm-hmm. And there's my favorite bakery that makes like fresh pita is in that neighborhood. It doesn't matter which one it is. You can literally just Google like bakery while you're there.
Just Google.
On maps.
Yeah.
And they also have all those little shops, like all those little convenience stores or little grocery stores. They have a back room that has
kind of
home things like pots, all the stuff that they bring over from their homeland. So if you're ever looking for like huge pots for like a big meal, or those like steamer double broil, like all those kind of cool like things that you might not be able to
a lot
find.
of home accessories.
A lot of, and very, very affordable.
Yes, I mean you get a whole kitchen set, a plate set. You know what I mean
Yep.
for not a lot of
Remember
money.
we walked through some of them in the back. And
Yeah,
stuff?
I remember.
Yeah, they're very, very affordable, and you're supporting a small business. So,
Yep, you are supporting small business. We know we love that around here. The cool thing is that was like the first time when I walked through with you. That was the first time that I actually been
Went inside.
through. Yeah, been through. I was, I was kind of like, dang, I know it. I've been through the street and avenue. I've been down there, but I never got out on foot and shopped. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's probably one of my favorite areas, just because it feels very much like home.
Yep.
Even though it's not necessarily a lot of Arabs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more Arabs there than in other parts of the city, but it's a lot of like Southeast Asian influence, and so that is very close to where I'm from.
Yeah.
And so maybe the language isn't the same, but the
vibe is definitely the same. Yeah, I love it. So y'all, man,
get your spices from there.
I'm
too.
saying, I was just about to say that, y'all. I mean, like, it's a lot of stuff that when you cook, you know what I mean. You talked about the food and you get the meats up there.
I do.
You said that too confidently?
No, like the butcher that I go to
okay.
is up. Is the butcher that I okay. Well, the butcher I go to is actually closer to Edgewater, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's called Lebanese Meat Market. They don't sell pork, but it's halal meats.
To me, it's very good. The guy is always nice up there. Every time we go up there,
and he's super funny.
Yeah,
Lebanese people are like known for their sense of humor.
Yeah,
and they're like super extra flirtatious, and he's just like the nicest old man.
Yeah, no, we done. Now you ruined it for me.
No, I didn't say he was flirting with me. I'm just saying that's what they're known for.
Let's pay these bills, man. Then and then we'll come on back. We'll be right back after the break, y'all. On that note. Dion's Chicago Dream is a nonprofit fighting food insecurity through its Dream Deliveries weekly free fresh produce delivery program. The goal is to feed families, create community, and fuel hope.
You can visit www.Dion'sChicagoDream, that's DIONS, ChicagoDream.com, or search Dion's Chicago Dream on social media to support. Learn more and join the food fight. We are back and the browser filled, y'all.
Hey.
I'm just playing. We are back with the food portion.
Yay.
Do you know what that is from, back in the browser field? I told you like a few episodes ago, and I feel like you don't remember.
Damn, so you gonna call me out like that? I don't be paying attention. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, do you know?
I do pay attention.
Okay,
no,
then what is it from?
Know.
Okay, there you go. So I rest my case.
Dang. Wow. Okay.
Let's talk about where we went for lunch today.
What do it mean?
Oh, so
I'm sitting here. Look, I feel childish and shit. Look at me.
That is funny. So it is from this YouTuber that I watch. He does like makeup. His name is Manny, and he will do his brows off camera, and he will come back and he'll say, "Back in the browser field."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have never got that. Y'all, do y'all remember her talking about this?
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, no one's here, so.
But I feel the people shaking their heads. Nah, we don't remember that.
They remember.
Hey, anyway, tell them where we were in West Ridge.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to like.
That's what she said. Oops. Oops. Wrong button.
Anyway,
I missed my point.
It was kind of hard to pick a place this time. One, because there's so many I wanted to try, and there was just so many options.
I mean, I don't know how you narrowed it down this time. Y'all, Sarah picked this one. She picked 90% of them. She just asked me, what do you have a taste for? And I'm like, burgers. But this time.
And then I ignore that. And then
yeah,
just
90% of the time she ignores it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how you picked it out on this one because there's so many different options. So many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the place, honestly, I looked it up. It had the most reviews. It had like over 4,000 Google reviews.
Jesus.
And it was like over 4 stars. So I said, if you're averaging over 4 stars
Yeah, at
at
4,000.
4,000
Yeah,
reviews,
yeah, that's-
you're probably decent.
Yeah,
you
you're
know what
good.
I mean? And it's been in the area for a long time. So I thought, why not?
Yeah.
And the name of the place, which is Gharib Nawaz, it is a Sufi, I want to say saint. I don't know if, and I'm sorry if that is not the correct word, but is
You said Sufi saint?
Sufi. Yeah, it's a sect of religion, Sufi. So that is what it's named after, and it's Pakistani / Indian food. And you know what's really interesting? So do you know why Pakistan and India kind of became 2 separate countries?
I don't. I here's a crazy thing. I didn't know that they were once one country.
Yeah, they were.
Really?
Yep. So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thanks. I have very limited knowledge of Southeast Asia, but I do have some. So Pakistan and India were once one country, and then there was a war, and it was between religions. So Pakistan is majority Muslims, and I believe India is majority Hindu, and that was the division, right? Because in Islam, if you are a Muslim, you do not worship anything other than God, right? You don't worship any other gods.
Yeah.
It's mono
Right.
lithic. So that was the division, and it was an actual war, and so the country is split, right? That's why they're very similar in culture, but of course, one of the main cultural things, which is religion, is very different, and that's a split that happened between them.
So that's pretty interesting that you got the street.
Yep. That's why when you said it, I was like, isn't that something?
That is amazing because
Yeah.
like they share the same avenue.
Right.
And I mean, I would have never known.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yep. And so that is
I wish I could have known that more context to that. You know?
well,
I guess because, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. That's interesting though. That's a dope fact.
yeah, I'm full of dope facts. You know?
Yeah.
And they like fully border, like they border each other.
Yeah, I know that
To
part.
the west, well, to the east
and
of
west.
to the east of Pakistan, to the west of India, they just sit right next to each other. So you can kind of tell that they were. It
Once
would make
conjoined,
sense that
yeah.
they were once joined. So they share a lot of the same spices, a lot of the same foods. The spice trades that used to happen on the west coast of India used to include parts of Pakistan. So like, you know, there's not a lot of like. There might be some differences in the food. I'm not like an expert in Pakistani versus Indian food, but I feel like there's more similarities than differences.
Right. I would agree. That is some good information right there.
Yeah, and then
Look at Chicago.
yeah,
I swear, culturally sound.
yeah,
You know?
And then so for me growing up, a lot of the Pakistani / Indian dishes that we have came to the Middle East because one, we're very close to the spice trade. You know, hundreds of years ago was very easy.
Yeah.
But it's also because when like Saudi Arabia and the Gulf started becoming very rich, they had house staff, and mostly all of their house staff was either Indian or Pakistani. So their cooks were Indian and Pakistani,
Right.
their maids, their nannies, their cleaning staff, their drivers, till this day.
Right.
And so they brought a lot of their food to the Gulf of the Arab Gulf, which is Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, which includes like Dubai and stuff like that. And so a lot of those spices traveled there with the food technique and stuff. And so it came to West Asia, which is where technically Jordan is, which was where I grew up.
Right.
And so that's how that those food techniques traveled. And so very familiar with a lot of those foods, a lot of those spices.
That is.
My mom makes like biryani at home. I always thought it was one of our dishes until I like grew up and learned that it probably wasn't an Arabic dish. But yeah,
Pretty interesting. Look at that. I swear. Give you another coin.
give me another coin.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was good. That's good because I educate. I don't know.
Yeah, and so that's why it makes sense that they move halfway across the world and they live in the same area.
Yeah, makes
they're
a lot of
neighbors.
sense. Well, shout out to Chicago, man. I swear, dude. Like, This is the greatest city in the world, period.
Sure
You know what I
is.
mean? Like I said with my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a great ass city.
Yep.
I'm so glad that we doing what we do. You know what I mean? For real. Cause like I had no clue about that. I didn't know
Yeah.
they would want, and maybe I should have known that. But
Okay, it's not really, and it's no fault to you because it's not history that you're taught in
Right,
school
yeah, you know what I
unless
mean?
you
Talk
take
like that.
like AP history or something.
right. I was not gonna make it to AP history. Promise you that. They barely gave a damn about our history.
Yeah.
You know, like so. But yeah, here we are. But man, all right, let's get it. We had a lot of food. We had a lot of
did
food.
have a lot of food.
This do I want to say this is the most food we ever had?
No, it's not the most.
Nah,
food
it's,
I've ever
no,
had.
it's close though. It's very close. We
Yeah.
went.
I feel like Gadabout was the most food. We had everything on their
They
menu.
were smaller. Gadabout was smaller
But it was everything on their menu.
at the time.
Correct.
Yeah, at the time. The portions was just a lot here.
Yeah, the
You know,
portions were larger. So let's paint an idea of what this place is, because if you're going expecting a fine dining experience, that is not what you're going to get. This place, I believe they have other locations. They might have shut down, but I think they have a location by UIC as well.
Yeah.
It is a grab and go, or you can
Sit
grab
down.
and sit down.
Yeah.
There's no one waiting tables
Yeah,
taking
right.
your order.
Ain't nothing
right?
like that. No.
So you order at a checkout
Counter.
counter, and then you wait for your number to be called. You take your food, you sit down.
Yeah.
But the menu is ginormous.
I mean, if you don't, this is probably the most lost I've ever been going into a
Yes.
restaurant, and it's because of two things. I don't know what the food is, you know what I mean, like, and then the second thing is when I tell you they had the menu on the two adjacent walls,
Yeah.
it was at least 120 things on the menu on the walls just to look at. I'm like, dang, where do I go? Sarah ordered, because I was like, I just know the picture I saw in the front
And
window.
you say, I want that red chicken.
Yeah, I want the red chicken. That's all I knew. And
Yeah.
then, man, look, but
Yeah, so they actually opened in 1993,
hey,
and they
good year. You know what else started in 1993?
me.
Yes.
You said that's not what I was.
No,
gonna
no,
say,
no. I
though.
was gonna say two things.
There's something about the Bulls, I'm sure.
Well, we won our third championship, but in '93, the Power Rangers started.
Oh wow.
Hey, go Power Rangers! I got that tattooed on me too. Yeah, I got that tattooed on me.
Maybe you should tattoo my birthday on you.
You know, no, y'all, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
So their menu is huge, and if you're, I'm just looking on their. Wow.
Sorry.
I'm looking on their website, and their biryani list is.
What is that word?
Biryani is it's a style of cooking rice,
Okay,
which is that
rice.
that large
mound of rice.
of rice that we got
with
okay?
chicken.
So you can order it with multiple different things. You can order just plain. Here, let me scroll up to the top of this. So you can order chicken biryani with bone. You can.
See what I tell you?
I know. You,
Yeah.
tell me that.
She
You
was
can
thought I was
order
playing.
boneless chicken biryani. You can order chili chicken biryani, which is that chili chicken that you got and you said, "Oh, that goes really good with the rice." They have a version where they add that to the rice.
Oh, God, we're gonna talk about it.
They have green chili chicken biryani, kapsa, which is what I know the most, which is chickpeas with chicken and fresh tomatoes, onions, green peppers, and spices cooked in gravy, and it's basmati rice. They have lamb, they have goat. Everything there is either chicken, beef, or lamb.
Got you,
Those are your three options.
man. And they don't miss.
They have a lot of vegetable options too.
Yeah.
But
Let's start. Let's go down what we had. First, we had the is it sambusa?
we did, yes. So it's more of a filo do sambusa than a samosa, which is usually you see in an Indian restaurant. And
Right.
a samosa is dough. A sambusa is filo dough.
Okay,
Do you know the difference? Do you
flakiness.
right? The
Gotcha.
flakiness.
Look at me. Look at your boy learning, because
Yeah.
we used to do.
So we
tomato
make,
Indi.
we make exactly.
Hey.
We make in Arabic cuisine we make
You
sambusik.
gonna slide by that and not give me my coin. Hold on.
We make sambusik, which is usually a filo dough or a flaky dough, like a puff pastry, stuffed with either meat, potatoes, or cheese. Those are our three options, which is what I used to make. And They also have samosas, which are dough stuffed with meat, potatoes, or cheese. And so each culture has like a slightly different version of it, but we're all in the same area, so we all make the same thing.
But what we had was the samosa. Sambusa.
Yep.
The beef.
That was good.
The beef sambusa
Very flavorful.
was fire. It was something different about the outside. It was something different. It was like
deep fried.
Deep fried had a little buttery taste to it. It was y'all, and that was like our appetizer. We did that as an appetizer, and it absolutely went crazy. We almost went and bought more, and they only 50 cents.
They are
Oh man,
the potato one is 50 cents. The meat one is 75 cents.
Okay, so still not bad. I mean, less than $1, and
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say everything we ordered, and then say the total at the end because it's kind of surprising. It's
let's just go down.
Okay, so here's what we ordered. We got the boneless chicken biryani, which, in my opinion, that amount of rice, it's good for like 4 people.
Yeah. So y'all saw the mound of food. You will see the mound of food on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of food. There's a lot of chicken. And we had meat in it. Chicken in it.
It comes with boneless chicken.
Woo. Fire. It was good. It was good by itself, but continue.
Yeah.
I'll let you continue.
And the biryani spices are usually like cinnamon, cardamom, bay leaves. Think of like those kinds of spices, like very aromatic spices. The chicken is grilled. Yeah. The rice is basmati rice, so it's individual rice grains, which I really like sometimes.
Really, that's why they look different.
Right. It's a longer grain of rice.
Definitely.
And you see the spices from the color of the rice. That's what changes its color because it's usually white. But all these different spices, there's probably some chili in there because it's a little red.
Yeah.
Next, we got the butter chicken.
Okay. Now,
I like butter chicken because I like that creaminess of butter chicken.
Yeah. So, this is where we going to go separate ways.
Yeah, which is fine.
The chicken itself is not bad, right?
Right, because it's the same. Mind you, let me tell you something. That chicken is probably the same across the board. It's probably grilled.
How they make it just
same.
different. Yeah.
It's just it goes into different sauces.
Yeah. And so for me, I didn't really favor the buttery sauce. It was almost too creamy. I don't know. It didn't vibe with me. It didn't vibe with me. Somebody else, y'all might like it. But I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it.
That's totally fair. I was just looking up the origin of butter chicken, and it does come from India. And then we got the goat korma, which
that was goat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Lamb.
Okay. Goat. Wait, is it lamb or is it a goat?
Lamb is a baby goat.
Wait a minute. Stop it. Am I tripping? Am I supposed to know that? I'm supposed to know that. A lamb is a baby goat.
Yeah.
Look that up. Let's fact check.
I mean, I don't need to look it up. It's like a little baby sheep.
But a sheep. Yeah.
That's a lamb.
But a sheep is a sheep. A goat, not a goat. Goat and sheep, two different animals.
You guys differentiate between them here. I don't know the difference in English, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Because I'm about to say, y'all got me messed up. I knew. That's what I thought. A lamb was a baby sheep.
Here, let's look it up. What's the difference between sheep versus goat?
Goat got horns.
Yeah, but we eat both. So.
Okay, well, that don't mean it's the same animal.
I think they are.
They not. They can't be.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here, read that off. You're wrong. That's why you won't say it.
No, hold on.
Hurry up.
Okay. The main difference is between how they forage. Who cares? Okay. This website just wants me to fail.
Man, look. Yeah. That's because they two different animals, y'all.
No, they both hail from the same subfamily. Sheep and goat diverge at the genus level. Genus.
Oh.
Sheep have 54 chromosomes. Goats have 60. Sheep-goat hybrids.
Oh.
Wow. Called a geep or a shoat.
That's some shit I would make up.
Yeah, for real. The main difference between the two is how they forage. Sheep are grazers. They ramble slowly, eating short plants close to the ground. Goats are browsers. They look for leaves, twigs, vines, and shrubs.
Wow.
I'm trying to find the taste difference.
My mind is blown. I didn't know they were part of the same family.
Yeah, we eat a lot of sheep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a baby sheep.
Okay.
Is a lamb.
Damn, I'm so blown. My mind is blown right now. That's crazy. What an episode.
Yeah.
Continue. keep blowing my mind.
It's my territory. That's why. Then we had the beef nahari. I did want to look that up because that was like an oily stew, right?
Yeah. You keep looking up things today.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So
I just
aggressive.
want to look at it again.
So anyway, that was good. That was the spice. I mean the soup, the sauce. I'm sorry, was very spicy on its own.
It was.
It was like if you ate it with the beef, then it wasn't as spicy. Had a good after kick to it though, where you could taste it then. But when I had the little, remember that was the first thing I tried. Actually, I stuck the spoon in. And I was like, let me just taste the sauce.
Didn't it like just come off on the spoon?
Oh,
like,
yeah. With a spoon, you could just, the beef was so tender. You could just.
Super tender.
You could just cut it with a spoon. But, that shit was spicy.
It was.
Deceivingly spicy.
Yeah, so I believe it's mostly like a black pepper based bone broth.
That's why I like it.
Yeah. And it's usually made with the shank. So there's bone in the stew, which gives it that really good flavor of like the bone marrow.
Yeah, here we go with that bone marrow. I'm not messing with bone marrow.
You've never even tried bone marrow.
I don't need to try it. No, I don't want it.
What? That is ridiculous. Okay, and then we got the chili chicken.
Now that right there, y'all, it was a little cold. I know you.
It was cold.
It was a little cold, but to me, it was all right. It wasn't. It could have been warmer. I'm not going to dispute that, but it wasn't bad to me. But
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, right. I know what you say. It's cold though. But now when you mix them both together with the rice and the chili, matter of fact, I wish we had gotten that just together. You know what I'm saying? Had I known.
Yeah, you can order a chili.
Oh
chili
my goodness,
biryani.
Y'all, I can eat that all day, legit, because the spices of the chili chicken was just fantastic. The way it looked just caught my eye. You know what I mean? I'm like, that it just
like
looked
a bright
good.
red color.
Yes,
yeah.
And I was like, what is that? I just want it. I think I might have had that before. This is my second time only having Indian food ever.
That's
right?
Crazy.
And the first time it was at a wedding I was at. So that was the only other time. Now it was Pakistani wedding too. So, that mixed with the rice. Once I discovered that, it was game over.
Right.
It was power rank number 1 immediately as soon as I put them together.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, I almost smacked the whole thing. Literally, I'm not even joking. I almost ate the whole thing because I was like, I can't stop. And then we got things to do, so I was like, all right, let's just go.
You also got the chicken tikka.
Yeah, chicken tikka, boy.
Tell us about that,
y'all. Let me tell you. First of all, it's red chicken. I don't know where the sauce comes from, but why is it red? I don't know why.
Chili.
It don't seem like it made that much of a difference, but that was grilled. It was perfection.
Yeah,
it was
perfection.
A
little bit of char to it.
Yes, you could taste the grill.
Yeah,
y'all. Anybody that love chicken, I don't know if you never had Indian food and you like, yo, what is Indian food? Really, just chicken, beef, like Sarah said, lamb, goat. You know what I mean?
Just different
rice, just different spices, sauces, and how it's prepared. Fantastic. Do not be afraid. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Anybody that's got a picky, that's a shallow palate or whatever Sarah be saying about me.
Shallow palate.
Anybody that like hamburgers solely, this right here.
Yeah.
You are not gonna go wrong with the chicken tikka, my bad. And then the chili chicken. Man, look, with those two with the biryani.
Yeah.
Whoo, ain't undefeated. Those never lost.
Never lost. That's stupid. If you don't know what that's from, Google it.
Never lost.
What should they Google if they want to?
Just look up never lost. Never lost.
He's the bald dad.
Yes. He's the bald dad.
Bald dad.
Yes. Chicago Bulls. Shout out to the Bulls.
Hey.
Never lost.
Although
in that one he talking about he could beat Michael Jordan.
He said he would beat Michael Jordan in a one-on-one.
He was just trying to get his kids on. I can't even be mad at that. But he was wild. He said that on TV. That's why I would never disrespect Michael Jordan ever like that.
Yeah, no.
But you know how sometimes they be, you know how some people say, for $5 million, could you score on Michael Jordan?
I mean, for $5 million, I'm about to
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 tries. Hell yeah, I could score on Jordan.
Think you can.
What you mean? Man, I could run past his ass fast hell.
I don't think you
And fake them out, boy. I'd shake Jordan out of his shoes. I'm just playing. Like,
You definitely
I'm
wouldn't.
so sorry, y'all. I just said I didn't want to disrespect.
It's like your ego versus your respect for
$5 million on the line, 10 tries to score on a human being. Granted, that human being is Michael Jordan. Granted.
Baby, I'm telling you right now, you probably can't.
I could do it. I think anybody with any kind of athleticism and skill could score one time
He's
on Michael
like
Jordan.
9 feet tall.
6'6".
Okay.
From North
How
Carolina.
tall are you?
Don't matter. Shit. I'm 5'10". 5'11" with some shoes on. Shit. 5'11" with Nikes. You know what I mean? Get some Air Force Ones. I'm good. Tim's, I'm fine. I'm straight.
Wow.
I'm straight 6 foot with Tim's on.
Okay, well,
so if
I've never seen you wear Tim's.
Well, shoot, you ain't never seen me in New York wilding out on the block. So
I don't even know
Anyway.
how to respond to that.
anyway, back to the
food.
Back to the food.
I just want to. The most expensive thing we got was the chili chicken, which was $8.24.
There's a lot of chicken, so it ain't like $9 worth of goodness.
We didn't finish a single thing.
We couldn't. It's just impossible to finish. That was going to be impossible.
Yeah, everything, including tip and all, and we got two waters and 2 drinks, was $58.91.
Man, look, for
That was
$60
enough food for 6 people.
easily.
So $10 a person.
Boy, that y'all can't see it, but we don't know how the hell we get a fly.
Not a fly, it's like a baby moth.
I almost lost my shit right now. Anyway, you just heard me scream on it.
Baby moth.
Look at you. Look at it. It almost got it, y'all.
Swallowed it.
Almost got it. Talking that shit over there. Anyway, but yeah, it didn't cost a lot. Did not cost a lot
At all.
No.
At all. I think there. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might be other options out there if you're looking for like a sit down dinner. I would say explore that street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Devon.
Yep. Yay.
Go down Devon Street and explore your options because there's a bunch of restaurants. But if you want something quick to go or you want to eat quickly and leave, this is a great option, very affordable. And here's my thing. If I walk into a restaurant and the people from the group that creates that food is eating in that restaurant, I immediately
it's good.
it.
Yeah, I trust it.
I walked
Yeah.
in there and I saw a bunch of people looking like me eating. I was like, this must be good.
You must be smacking, you know.
It must be great.
But now to that point though, I did say when we were sitting down, it was, and this is again Chicago, man. Like that's why I love Chicago's culture and diversity, man. It was a lot of people outside of the culture, you know, that were
Correct.
also eating there, and so that made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It didn't feel like it was being gate kept.
Yes, right. It didn't feel like I was an outsider walking. It felt like a place where you should be, you know, and like those people that were in there respected good food. You know what I'm saying?
Right, correct.
And
again,
that was dope.
It might not be the best, but
Shit,
I
to me.
think it was pretty good. It's a pretty good option, pretty affordable.
Yeah, it's hard to say if it was the best though,
Right,
because there's so
right.
many.
There's so many options.
Yeah, we did like just one of a bunch, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it was fire.
It was good, and you get a ton of different choices, so anyone can find something that they like.
Yeah, if you
They have plain fried chicken too.
I was just
by
about to
the
say
way.
I was just about to say that you could go in there and get the fried chicken.
Yep.
I didn't taste that because I was like, I don't want to just taste fried chicken. I'm coming here to eat, you know. But it was fantastic. I bet it was fantastic. Anything you want, you can get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anything, if you want to customize it, I guess, and say, hey, look, I want this rice with that vegetable or that protein or whatever, you can do that.
Yeah. And that is true for most of this cuisine, is that you will go into a restaurant, you'll find the menu is larger just because they take the same ingredient and they plug it into different sauces or different kinds of rice. So it's normal that the menu was this large. I usually that would be a criticism of mine.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
But I think, in my opinion, it's very normal to see that for this kind of cuisine.
Yeah, I could understand that. I would say by far, go ahead and get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least I would say that it got you interested in trying more Indian food.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was never opposed to Indian food. I think the only thing now that I have my second time around, the only thing I'm probably opposed to is probably that butter chicken.
Butter chicken, yeah.
Yeah, that butter chicken is just that's
Not your vibe.
Yeah, it's not my vibe. It's just like tofu. I'm sorry, I can't do tofu.
That's fine.
But which is wild. When we first started this podcast, I absolutely trashed vegan food.
Yeah.
But I would eat vegan food. You know what I mean? I would eat it. Would it be first choice? No, probably not top 5 choices. but if I had to eat it again, I would definitely do it. Tofu and this butter chicken, probably the only 2 things on the podcast so far that I would be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Only 2 things.
Right.
Out of 36? Matter of fact, speaking of that, we're going to redo the numbering system on these podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to redo the number system because...
don't worry about it. Just don't look back.
Yeah, right. Just don't look back. Just go forward.
Just move forward.
You know, if you're
a first time listener, welcome. Don't look for episode 1 through 3.
Yeah. 1 3. Well, you can find number 1.
Yeah.
But you got to dig through it.
That's what she said.
Hey. Anyway.
Right. On that note,
yep.
Thank you so much for listening today. If you like this episode, go ahead, send it to someone you like. If you didn't like this episode, it's whatever. The voting ended for Chicago Readers. So really
you said the voting is closed, so fuck it.
The worst you could do is write your little review on Apple Podcasts and
call us chaotic again.
Say we talk too much and we're too loud.
Call us childish. Anyway.
I'm just kidding.
But you can say, y'all be blessed.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, damn.
Well, now I'm done. All right, y'all be blessed. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please like, rate, and subscribe to us on all streaming platforms where you listen to podcasts. And we hope to listen soon. We'll catch you back next Monday with a new episode. Bye.